Hi Taurus, welcome into a weekly reading for you. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. First and foremost, before we jump into the cards and see what the week has in store for us, I do want to inform you or remind you that if you're looking to book a personal reading, all the information lies down below in the description box. Just shoot me a quick email and I'll definitely get that done for you, okay? Let's jump into the light seers and see what the week has in store once again. I feel like you're gonna, at certain points, feel very drawn in different directions, very distracted maybe, very informed through it all at certain points, feeling very focused, but at certain points it's like when you zone out, when you feel like doing nothing, honor that please, as long as your obligations and responsibilities don't get in the way, but maybe there's a way to allow for both to kind of come into play and blend nicely. But there's a way about you doing things throughout the week that feels inspirational and for the most part light in energy, but at other points when things feel heavy, I want to say you're affected by energy, by other people, situations, or one in particular, or maybe what you're trying to accomplish. And I'm hearing don't be afraid to step away, all right, if it's possible, of course. But the Three of Pentacles coming out first, it's naturally a week, my friend, as I said that really weird. It's naturally a week where you are shining in the spotlight, being noticed and feeling watched, all right? Wouldn't be surprised if it's another week where you are feeling eyes peeled upon you in person, spiritually, and whatnot. And you might even find there's a vibe about you at certain points where you are just admiring your own looks, your own energy, and maybe your own work, for some of which onto the reading. Now, I want to as well say that Spirit, or maybe one in particular, feels very much like one of your guides, is pushing you to take on more of a large and in charge kind of energy, whether you've been maybe too laid back recently or you've been sort of feeling a lack of control, or I'm hearing the word charge in your life, but you will feel that people are feeling creative in the midst of you, all right? Whether it's more solution oriented or just other levels of creativity otherwise. But what feels like it was unraveled from the past, right? What fell apart or just started to do so in one way, shape, or form, as I'm being drawn to this ball of yarn, you will feel a focus come to be on that because things are coming back together in the right way or in a different way, or both, of course. But it feels as if there's a focus on the spiritual meaning of yarn. And I want to say the number 3 is very, very much part of your week, okay? When it comes to those of which who are very connected, tapped into the spiritual realm, the messages are going to feel at times overwhelming. You need to trust how you're feeling about it, okay? If you know it's messing with, if you know it's incorrect, let's move on, all right? Discard it, as they're showing somebody go like this and throw something into the wind. You're looking good, you're feeling good, there's improvement desired. I want to say not just when it comes to your physical reality, but otherwise, all right? Different areas, different parts of your Taurus world. I'm hearing now, watch things improve. Watch things improve. You've been doing a lot in certain ways, but Spirit's saying get ready to have to do more, or to choose to do more, or both. As I'm being shown this, I feel like for some of which you might be discovering a new gift tied to energy somehow, tied to your spirituality maybe, or both. But I did get a very hands-on vibe about that part of the card where you're not afraid to even being pushed to at other points, or in general to be hands-on and proactive and clean things up, right? And at other points there's a strength and a power to how you're able to, and being pushed to again, hold back, all right? Especially when it comes to spending your money. It is not a time to go overspending. We need to be realistic, okay? Realistic. And your purpose in this lifetime is taking a highlight this week, and people are noticing this. I wouldn't be surprised if some of which have an online presence or a presence otherwise that's quite known and that feels on the up and up. Even if you can't feel or see that evidence, right, all the time, or in general. And for some of which there is a focus on you being noticed out and about by part of the eyes being peeled upon you by people who admire your energy and maybe notice you from your presence. Cleanse your Taurus energy, as a bit of which just got my eye. Someone's saying your left eye might be significant, but I do feel like there's going to be messages stemming from your physical being, your physical body, whether it's a sensation, whether it's more so tapping, itching, stuff like that, a noticing of which, that part of the body. but you're going to feel what you see is very important throughout the week. So do notice and trust your intuition in regards to it. But there's some Tauruses drawn to the reading where you are feeling and maybe have been feeling, and if that's the case, it's increasing. It's even more so throughout the week. It's like your senses are heightened. Your skill set or two might be heightened, all right? And this can feel like a lot. Sensitivity is coming into play. If something startles you when it comes to noise, energy, do know that if there is more of a kind of tingling sensation, this happens to me, it's so annoying, or just otherwise kind of feels off in an intense way, right? More than it should be, it's a spirit playing with you in a very negative manner. Just move on forth. But the Page of Pentacles, because I feel like it's a week where there is new money coming in, but you need to reground yourself, rebalance things out. And again, it feels like a cleaning up, effort oriented kind of week. Where you know more than meets the eye, let's be selective, all right? Remember to be selective about what to share, what not to share. Because I do feel like, especially with your close ones, all right, your loved ones, your friends, whoever it may be, but those of which online and whatnot, in a new work or opportunity, otherwise kind of situation, let's just be selective, all right? We don't need to be sharing everything in general, especially at this time. But with the Empress, it feels like you're being viewed at, especially by spirits, as I'm getting a bunny or a rabbit, something very, who's very fertile, right? You may be going through a physical and or spiritual soul level kind of change, development and transition, if you will. But I wouldn't be surprised if there is a huge focus on, throughout the week in one, if not multiple ways, on what you have and are more so willing to and meant to give birth to, right? Be one with the birthing of. I'm hearing your world is changing. But I want to as well say that people are sensing your worth, even if they're just coming across your presence, just crossing paths with you. It's like you're worthy, your worth is growing, and you're feeling more empowered in certain ways where there's definitely a highlighting of where you feel lack there, of which you're not enough, right? Empowerment, power, and how do we know best? Or what can we maybe work on to feel more of that where it's lacking, or at least feels like it is? But where you feel a little bit anxious, I really feel like it's not your energy. And if it is, so be it. Nobody's perfect, right? And it's maybe tied to a habit or two. But the number 44 is what I'm getting. 44, look out the angel number meaning. But don't forget there are spiritual meanings to pretty much everything, okay? So when you're pushed to look at an item, not always, right? Trust your intuition, but as well when it comes to numbers, there's spiritual number meanings. There's something about nature being your friend, but trust when you feel it's right to be wrapped up with Mother Nature and when you should be holding back. When you hear a loud noise, don't look, okay? I feel like a lot of empaths are drawn to the reading, but either way, it will not benefit you, right? If you hear a loud noise or somebody scream, why would you want to be drawing your attention? You're noticing is what I'm getting towards that energy, that situation, okay? Spiritual meaning of a fire hydrant, okay? I really feel there's a sturdiness about your vibe, okay? It's like you're not feeling, for the most part throughout the week, a lack of groundedness. But again, when you do feel it is needed, let's reground, let's rebalance out. And I feel like there's spirits more so working behind the scenes and mysterious in even seen ways, very less likely to notice. Let me reword that. There are spirits working behind the scenes to your advantage, right? At certain points, very rarely you're seeing evidence of it, but a lot of the times it's very mysterious and unseen, unfelt. And so do remember that there is so much guidance and protection, and that will come through at certain points very rarely when you, notice-wise, very rarely when people leave a situation to benefit your energy, for the benefit of what you need to accomplish. You may be having the chance to leave a situation early because the energy shifted horribly, or you need to be somewhere else. Stuff like that. Timing is on your side as well. 931, look up the angel number meaning. But the 7 of Pentacles, there's a focus on waiting, there's a focus on patience, and there's a focus on hard work and rewards through it all. It's time for Tauruses to win again in new ways. and one of which I feel like is taking a huge highlight throughout the week. Do your thing, know your worth once again as it increases, and trust your Taurus intuition. It's time for Tauruses to win. It's time for Tauruses to know and to foresee and to move forth with confidence. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your week, and I'll definitely see you next time.